Mr. Beard here with your class recap for Friday, November 9th. We started today with the vocabulary root words quiz. So if you were not here on Friday, December 9th, make sure you come in Monday and remind me at the beginning of class that you need to make up that quiz, and it'll be your responsibility to make that quiz up. After taking the vocab quiz, we took some guided notes over the Transcendentalists. You may remember that the Transcendentalists were a subgroup of the Romantic movement, and they're an important group when it comes to defining the true first American, quote, voice, unquote, in the literary movement. It was a literary movement that began in the 1830s. It was the first to really establish a clear American voice. Up to this point, as a literary culture, we had taken our artistic inspiration and style more from European countries, especially France and England. Ralph Waldo Emerson is kind of viewed as the father of this movement, and he first expressed the Transcendentalist philosophies in his essay Nature. And they believed in a higher reality that can be achieved through human reasoning and through human perfection and intuition. Unlike Puritans, they saw humans and nature as innately good. Remember, the Puritans saw humans as containing original sin and innately bad. They believed in living close to nature, that nature was the purest form of living and an important part of the human soul. This was the tail end of the Industrial Revolution, and people were bucking at this, at all this mechanized, industrialized ways of living, and they wanted to get back to basics, and Transcendentalists put a voice to that feeling. They heavily valued individuality and nonconformity, free thought, self-reliance. Do what your heart says is best, not what society says is best. Some important Transcendentalists, make sure you know Emerson and Henry David Thoreau. Some Emerson quotes: "Trust thyself. What I must do is all that concerns me, not what people think. To be great is to be misunderstood." Henry David Thoreau, and Thoreau decided that he'd had enough of society and he wanted to try to get to nature and to discover himself and the true essence of living. Who is he? The self-search. He said, "I went into the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to affront only the essential facts of life and see if I could not learn what it has to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived." Some Thoreau quotes: "Our life is frittered away by detail. Simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. Take life, distill it down to its most important essence." Individuality. How deep the ruts of tradition and conformity. This idea that we are ants just following along, and we need to wake up and be our own true selves and not follow the herd. This is a very famous clip from Dead Poets Society, where this teacher is teaching his students to think outside the box and not be just mindless conformists. It's all about following your own drummer. Civil disobedience is this idea that if a law is wrong, if it causes you to do something immoral, like the Jim Crow laws or the laws in India as they try to get away from the British Commonwealth, then you have the right, the duty, to break those laws. We're seeing this a lot nowadays with the Occupy movements. If you're not here on Friday and you'd like a copy of the PowerPoint, you may find it on this page below the video. Thanks for listening and have a great day.